With a career spanning over 20 years across automotive and insurance, Stefano now operates at the intersection of those two industries. Now at Volvo Financial Services, Stefano acts as Vice President of Insurance Services, building out embedded insurance capabilities in this emergent, innovative, and hugely exciting area of the insurance industry. Stefano's presentation will show you some real-world applications of embedded insurance and walk you through how its implementation can improve customer centricity by understanding the unique circumstances of drivers and their vehicles. Please welcome Stefano Cicciarella.
Good morning. I'm delighted to be here to share Volvo's embedded insurance strategy. And let me find the thing here. And you will see that we are building rather the bigger cars, not the smaller ones. So that's important to understand. And what I want to highlight now is that the true value which we can build is in the intersection of our industries. And somehow it is a kind of triple value, so to speak, which we can build here due to the fact that the customer would, of course, benefit from the value we can create together. And we have the aspiration to achieve zero accident. And don't get me wrong, that does not mean that we will achieve zero claims. That's a difference. But the aspiration and the guiding star is to achieve zero accident, and it's our guiding principle for our insurance strategy on top. Let me drive you through the agenda. So why do we believe in it? How do we implement it? And what is the inherent value to go for that insurance strategy? And I want to show you today that it's really our commitment to unparalleled and safety and protection standards which we will deliver with that strategy. So the hardware and the software insurance then comes together and will really drive value for our customers going forward. Volvo Group is among the leading heavy commercial vehicles OEMs. We will be delivering 240,000 trucks in 23. And we are at the forefront of the electric vehicle revolution with a CAGR of 260%. Of course, we need to admit that we had rather low sales in 2021, but still we are leading the pack, and therefore we would need your support to understand electric vehicle risks better, and we would be really happy to discuss with you how can we reduce the risk, what would you need to know about electric vehicles going forward. We want to improve the driver experience on the road, so fostering safe vehicles and driving, fostering proactive risk management. And here's just one example where this safety service, so to speak, would show the customer that there is an issue with the tire. And he could immediately react, of course, and see what the problem is. And unfortunately, until now, we just sold those services to the customers, but Volvo Group didn't really benefit from it in a sense of, okay, you guys would look into the fleet, there's a very safe Volvo truck and maybe another truck which is maybe not as safe as the Volvo truck, and you would see, but your overarching portfolio is not running well. Therefore, we would need to increase the insurance premium, rightly, of course. And we want to bundle those safety features and services towards our branded insurance approach, generating peace of mind and help in the case of an accident on top, as we are already doing for breakdown. Why not supporting our customers for accidents as well? On the left side, you see the rather, let's say, traditional embedded insurance approaches which any OEM would do. no news here. So the finance product bundled with insurance, and OEMs are quite successful on that piece. Then we would have the mandatory piece, at least in Europe, when it comes to rental and equipment as a service. And finally, embedding the insurance towards the truck. So the truck comes with insurance as it would come with the steering wheel. And then we can talk about opt-in, opt-out options whatsoever we would need to do for compliance reasons. But then there's a very interesting development, which is the bidirectional data streaming, where we then can really manage services from the truck, so to speak, where we would be able to manage digital compliance management of privacy regulation. You know, push the button and the customer would give consent that an insurance company or any other service company would be able to leverage data coming directly from the truck. And then, of course, the digital first notification of loss from the asset itself, where the customer would push the button and say, yeah, I confirm, I want to share all the data related to the accident with the insurance company. And we are happy, of course, to work with you on that piece as well. So we have built a comprehensive service framework along the value chain. So if we would just look into the highlighted items like omnichannel. So omnichannel means the customer can start the journey, insurance purchasing journey, anywhere and complete it anywhere. So that would release the dealerships of selling insurance, because a truck dealership and truck salesman have really a lot of tasks to configure a truck, and they are not happy to look after insurance. So helping them with that approach, seamless purchasing experience would support insurance sales itself, of course. When it comes to risk-adjusted pricing at the moment, we are rather using flat pricing, unfortunately, because we couldn't do else. So what we try to understand is how can we, based on a connected insurance platform, rather host pricing on our end or get connected to the pricing engine of the insurer. So we would have the flexibility, because we have understood that some carriers would not be open towards an API towards a pricing engine. No worries, we are easy to work with. Then we would host the pricing, but we want to go towards more risk-adjusted pricing in order to have a fair pricing in place, principally. Not to be the cheapest, that is not our ambition, but to have a fair pricing for our customer. And the last point here on this slide would be the faster repair turnaround, of course, because downtime is expensive for our customers, and therefore we are looking for means to make it faster with AI, assessing the claim and providing the information as fast as possible to the insurance companies. So, and on top, we have a new ecosystem approach focusing on sharing. So we would share our vision, we would share the information, of course, based on compliance rules, share rewards, share processes, objective, resources, data. And I would foresee that with that ecosystem approach, we would really be able to tweak business models which are more compelling to insurance companies, and we are really changing from this traditional tender approach, you might know, towards, hey, what do we need to do to make our joint customer more happy, you happy, and of course us happy as well. And it should not be that we just, would then somehow try to maximize fee income, whereas you would then rather look into the profitability of the portfolio. It needs to be done in a way that both parties are happy at the end of the day. So that is our mission when it comes to insurance. And here a concrete ecosystem example out of Sweden, where we want to create value through in-depth data analytics together with Volvia, which is, let's say, a company owned by If Group, one of the biggest insurance company in Nordics. Then we would do data harvesting based on growing number of operational Volvo fleets, providing relevant telematics data. And at the end of the day, we would then validate the crash risk hypothesis in order to understand whether there is room, so to speak, to optimize the pricing. And this is a very successful pilot, let's put it this way, which would then bring us to the next level. For instance, to understand what is the risk situation of an electric vehicle, what do we need to do to reduce the risk, what can we share with you in order to make this risk a little bit more appealing. Because at the moment it seems to be that it's not a risk which is perceived very well. So together we can reach more, and I would like to invite you to reach out to me whenever you want. So we are really open to collaborate, and we are easy to collaborate with due to the fact that we have this global connected insurance platform. Let me just explain how that would work. So we have a middle layer, so to speak, which would then managing the core processes. We could even build an insurance company, but no worries, we don't. Because that is your business. So, but we could possibly. And then having, a headless architecture where we would then be able to connect the dots towards all the sales channel which we have, where we would say, okay, the VFS company wants to do a quotation, the dealer wants to be connected in order to provide a quotation, Volvo used trucks wants to do it. And so we are able to connect all those dots and can scale more easily and go for user-based insurance, you name it. That is what our ambition at least is. And now we are even looking into a global front-end user experience provider, where we have seen that here, we would have the real challenge, because you know better than me how complicated regulation is in each and every market. And with that global user front-end provider, we would be able at least maybe standardize 80%, but then be able to adopt whatever is needed from a regulatory perspective in a way that we are compliant with rules. So I believe together we can drive this vision forward, and I would be really happy if we could get in contact, as we really want to collaborate with you in a sustainable way. And I wish you a good continuation of the event. Thank you very much.